In this session, we're going to take a look at WordPress 3.5, beta version 3. This is almost certainly going to be the final beta before WordPress 3.5 final comes out, so there won't be too many changes before that. We'll take a look at some of the announcements here, and then we'll dive right in and take a look at the install itself. This is the page for beta 3, and there's not a whole lot on it. As you can see here, they made over 300 changes between beta 2 and beta 3, but most of them were very, very small, and you wouldn't really notice them. The big announcements were on the beta 1 page. They made some changes to the appearance, updating some of the graphics, the color picker, and the welcome screen. They made accessibility better. They made it so you can favorite plugins on WordPress.org, and then once you're logged into your own WordPress site, you can easily grab those. They enhanced the mobile interactivity for the WordPress applications on cell phones, and they changed the way the links manager works. They've actually removed it altogether. If you used the links before, you can get a plugin to put them back in. If you're a developer, you might be interested in this section where it talks about all the things that have changed on the back end. And lastly, they announced there's a new default theme called 2012. We'll take a look at that. Over on this page, they mentioned a plugin called the WordPress Beta Tester. All it does is make the latest stable version of WordPress see the beta as an update. It makes it very easy to update. I don't recommend that you do this on a production server, but it's a wonderful way to test. Let's go take a look. This is a pretty stock install of the latest version of WordPress, 3.4.2. It has all the original content, all the original plugins, and it's running the default theme. Let's go get that Updater plugin. Now it shows that there is a new version of WordPress available. It suggests that you make a backup of your database, and I've already done that, so I'm going to go ahead and update now. This updated us to 3.4.3, which isn't what we wanted. So let's go over to Tools, Beta Testing, and choose Bleeding Edge Nightlies. And then we'll try our update again. And now we're running WordPress 3.5. Let's take a look at what this page says is new. There's live theme previews, custom headers, new Twitter embeds. If you simply paste in the URL of a tweet, it will end up looking like this on the front end. Better captions for images. It makes them look like this. And then there's some more stuff under the hood. Let's take a look at what theme they set for us. Okay, we're still running 2010, which is what we had before, and it's probably proper. But here's 2012. Let's activate it. And now we'll take a look at what our site looks like without touching it. It's pretty plain there. Let's try Customize. We can change what our site title and tagline are. We can set some colors, a background image. We can choose a file on the server or upload one. We can set what our navigation is. And we can choose what's on the front page. We'll leave it alone for now. Here on a Post Admin page, you'll note that there are a few different things about the interface. Some of the buttons have been changed in TinyMCE. One of the biggest changes is the media options. Upload and Insert looks very similar to what was there before. However, there's a new option to add media, and it looks quite different. Let's add this image. As you can see here at the top, we could drag and drop to reorder the images. If we had uploaded many, this would be useful for a gallery organization. Over here, we can edit some of the details about this image. We can choose our alignment and how we want to link. And there we are. Let's update this and take a look at what it looks like. This is how the new 2012 theme handles images like this. You'll note that it actually made slightly rounded corners. And the description is right there below it. Let's try changing our options for it. Let's try removing it and add it again from the media library. And there we are. We'll update it and view it again. All in all, the new Media Manager is pretty cool. It's much more intuitive. Now, as we mentioned earlier, the links area is gone. Let's try adding it back in via the plugin they mentioned. It's called Links Manager. Here it is. And there is our links item. These links did not come with this plugin. These are left over from version 3.4.2. They were added by default. The plugin uses the same data in the database, so they're still here. So if you had a whole bunch before, just installing this plugin will bring them all back to you. That's about it for the visible changes in WordPress 3.5. The invisible changes are very substantial, though. It's faster, easier to use for those that need accessibility enhancements, and it comes with a few features turned on by default that used to be off. For example, on this page, you used to have the option to turn on XML RPC, which would allow you to use one of the many WordPress apps for your phone. Now XML RPC is turned on by default, and the option is removed altogether. Another great feature is the ability to favorite plugins on WordPress.org. Here we have WP Supercache. I'm logged in, and I have favorited this one. There's another one here called Simple Menu Delete, and I've favorited this one too. Now let's go take a look at our plugins. And there they are. And now I can install them directly. I really hope in future versions they'll have checkboxes so I can simply say, install all these plugins. And that's it for this review. There are many other little things you could find, and if you really want to know everything about it, you can read the changelog on the Announce page. But if you're just wondering what it looks like and what's new in the box, now you know.